This sucks. It's scary. A little bit. And we need to talk about it. So go and grab your favorite bevy and join me after this. First off, I would like to say that this, I know, is not my typical content. I am a polycraft. I am not a historian, so this is not going to be a deep dive into anything and everything that possibly caused this, but I do want to come on here and say my little bits. So if you are new to this channel because you found this channel by this here, welcome. I'm so glad you found my channel. If you are interested in multiple different crafts, this is the place for you. The only things that I don't have in my lair to do is resin, soap making, and candle making. Anything else, it is fair game to end up on this channel. If you are a subscriber or a returning viewer that is not subscribed, please do so. I am really trying to get my numbers up, and I really would like to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. I know, lofty, but girl can dream, right? What brings me here today is the fact that last week it was brought to my attention that Craft Mama, aka Joanne, is having a bit more trouble. And with that, I wanted to come on here and I guess make a little bit of a plea, but explain why I think that this is scary, sad, and confusing. So for those of you who might not be in the United States of America, we have a store called Joann. I'm not sure if Joann is an worldwide, international. I just know that Joann is in my backyard. And that is a fact that I'm going to be bringing up again here later. But Joann sells a wide variety of different craft supplies, and not just craft supplies, because I think that is part of the issue with this problem, is the fact that people see that as being a niche store that is only for crafters, and Joann is not quite there. To me, Joann is more than just a craft store. It has a lot of home decor stuff that is quite frequently changed out per season, per holidays, per all sorts of different things. So it's not, to me, not just a craft store, because I might go in there and grab stuff to make an Afghan and walk out with the stuff for an Afghan and a wreath or a pack of, plastic flowers or something like that. Faux flowers. I like that. Anywho, so Joann is a bit more than just crafts, but back in the day, Joann was known as Joann Fabrics. And I want to say it was about the time that they switched their name, was about the time that we lost Ben Franklin. which was another craft store here in the United States that had a wide range of different hobbies and craft supplies. That was also fabrics and yarns and puzzles and this and that, and other things that were available for multiple different crafts. But at the also same time, we lost Hancock Fabric. And Hancock Fabric was solely a fabric store and a place that you got some sewing notions and such. And so when Hancock Fabric and Ben Franklin both shuttered their doors, it wasn't so scary because we still had Joann. And Joann was still multiple different stuff, and it's remained multiple different stuff in this time. And when we're sitting here talking today about the possibility of losing Joann, this now gets scary because in a lot of places, Joann is kind of the only place that you can go out and you can get this wide range of craft supplies that you can just walk in, grab it off the shelf, pay for it, and walk out. And you get a chance to actually feel the textures of whatever it is that you're working with. So I am a sensory person. There are certain things that I don't like to work with. And there have been many of times when I have gone and ordered something online and it's come and I grab it and it's just something that it's going to make it for a very long project. And I'm not going to enjoy this project. And if it's not enjoyable to me, it's work. So this is what truly comes down to what scares me about this, because we have a lot of fabric. We have a lot of different stores that sell fabrics. A lot of them are quilt shops in this area. I'm getting photo bombed, video bombed by my cat. Another part to this that we need to talk about too is the fact that this could be the end of the home sewist. And this is because of the fact that besides buying online, Joann is one of the only retailers that still have the wide catalog of home sewing patterns. Sure, there are a couple others that do sell patterns. I know that Walmart sells a few, but they're not nearly as many as Joann has in their stock that you can just walk in and buy. So with that, I think that we really do need to save Joann, because Joann is one of the last. So yes, those are my concerns. Now, how can we save Joann? I don't know. I the only thing I can think of is if all of us crafters and even some of us non-crafters go to purchase our stuff from Joann. I don't want, and I don't think anyone really wants, the only options for buying craft supplies to be online or being pushed to buy a certain product because from a certain company or whatever, because that's the only thing that we can get. And with that, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you stayed through for this little rant, and hopefully this is all gonna change and take that swing towards save Joann, but I don't know. It kind of sucks. And like I said, it sucks. It's sad. And now that we've talked about it, I hope that maybe something can be done. and we don't have to worry about getting our hands on the products we want in a timely manner in our backyards. Thank you.